What is up, YouTube? We are back again for another Out of Ore episode, and we got a couple things to do. And obviously, we're gonna keep digging and keep moving pay dirt through this plant. But a big thing that got said, and we got a count from it, from Carl Randall 264. Sluice box. Don't use the wash plant like that. You're dumping everything on the ground. Thank you for that tip. We are going to go ahead and fix that straight away. That is not a good thing, and I want my ores. That is going to be a way to make a lot of our money. So he said sluice box. So we're going to find a sluice. Sluice box. And sell away the wash plant. And we'll go ahead and well, it's not in our inventory. I was going to say we're going to go ahead and place this sluice box down. Which now it is. So that should now give us ores. If we have any in there. And here we'll have our coal, which we got 1,069 pieces of coal so far. We do have an excavator and a loader. And this is our coal hole.
What do you mean by that?
Looking real nice. And I don't know, maybe today we're going to branch out that way more. Definitely using our excavator to its use. But without further ado, let's go ahead and turn on the wash plant. Start up the engine. Take the rock truck over there. And we will go ahead and we will start the mining process. Alright, we got our issue fixed with the joystick here. The joystick somehow unplugged from my computer, but we got it plugged back in. It's mining time, baby. And dump some of that premium dirt in that excavator. And keep mining that beautiful, beautiful coal that we pretty much actually reached the max of this excavator's reach. So pretty soon we've got no choice but to start expanding out. So that is what we're going to do right now. Spilling some on the ground's real nice. But we did find ourselves a good spot here to get some good coal and pay dirt. So thank you, Carl Randall, for that comment. Just in time for a lot of pay dirt to be being pushed through that plant. And next we're gonna have to move that rock chip closer. Pretty much, well, right now. But if you are enjoying this series, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button so I know you're enjoying this series and I can make more of this content. Alright, well, this rock truck is pretty much full, and right as I pretty much finished filling this, the oil rig stopped. The oil rig is done with our 100 oil, so we're going to buy 200 more barrels. So let's do barrels, empty barrels, so empty. We will change that number to 200. Expensive, 13,000 for that. And 100 will go into oil. And then when that's done, we should be able to do 100 fuel. Only 50, but we'll do the other 50 in a bit. But for now, we got ourselves a full rock truck. The first rock truck of the new plant. So let's go ahead and let's give this thing a nice little feed here. Let's back it up, hit the parking brake. Actually, I want to go a little bit further in reverse. There we go. Go ahead and raise the dump bed. There goes all of the work into the wash plant, and stuff is going through the sluice box. Is it? Oh, there's the ores. So thank you guys for the comments, because we got ourselves ores coming in. Now that means we're gonna need ore plants and ore smelters. That's it. That's all we got through the plater. But what's even more exciting is the fact that we got another 835 coal.
Nice.
So we're almost to 2,000 coal, and it's time we get our ore smelting and gem abilities. So we're going to start off with a small wash plant, as well as a ore smelter. So small wash plant and ore smelter. Something simple, but yet something so impressive for making our money. So we'll replace our other small wash plant there. And then we will take our stuff like our ruby ores, our diamond ores, our silicon ores, and our gold ores out of the sluice box. And we'll start by making gold and silicon. And over here, diamond and ruby. So that'll be some nice money coming in, some nice money towards upgrades. But let's look into some simple upgrades, just out of curiosity. Got a beast of an excavator there. That might be the one that we have. I don't even remember what this one's called. The EX200D. This one's the 500D. Holds a little bit more. Its boom may be shorter. But what I really want to look at is these guys. These guys aren't available for a long time yet. But yet those guys look like they're going to be fun to play with. Let's not fall down the hole. Let's get our rock truck over here again. And actually, we're going to upgrade that excavator. So we're going to purchase ourselves a radio, so they can just airlift them like that. Now I'm going to sell both the loader and excavator. and get ourselves that big EX 500D. One of the chunkiest boys out there. And actually the biggest one we have unlocked. That thing was expensive, but this thing will be massive towards filling our rock truck. Because before, let's be honest, it took ages to do that one load. Now we got ourselves a big boy beast, which is actually bigger than I thought it was. This guy looks like he's fun to drive. Oh my. Let's hit him with the hydrostatic high. Just an absolute beast. I try not to hit the rock truck here. But let's go ahead. Let's park it up. And oh my gosh, that looks nothing more than a beast. All of that was not even a full bucket. But let's see. I gotta repark the rockin' truck. Rockin' truck? What? We gotta repark the rock truck so we can do this. Smelter is already finished with its very easy task. And actually so is our small wash plant. There wasn't much there to do. Actually, let's go ahead and let's swing that back in just a bit closer. Something a bit more like that for this beast of an excavator to do its job. And let's get a focused in cab cam, as that was a beast. Take that. That rear is almost full already. Now it may not be coal at the moment. We should get some. But this is perfect for getting ourselves a nice, good, healthy scoop of pay dirt, of that gold ore, of that silicon ore, of that ruby, and of that diamond. There's a teeny tiny scoop of coal. We're gonna have to get ourselves some benching going on. Nice little slope for the rock truck to drive down, and then a bench for the excavator to sit on. So I guess let's start on the slope. Now by no means am I professional at this, so this could go horribly wrong, or this could go really good. Just start by shaving off the top layer. Now most of this is probably going to be crappy dirt from the start of this stuff, like this first layer I'm taking off. But it is still be something that ran through the plant, just because I don't know where else to put it. Go ahead and back up the excavator just a hair more. And overall, that did not take too long to get a full scoop going. So I think that's well worth our investment to get this big bad boy. Can you not? I'm recording. Literally don't. What is happening? Oh, I suppose the rock truck's having a fit. Let's quickly fix that. But I would say all went well with getting our first load out with that excavator. I do like it. It has nice controls. All look into speeding it up as looks like our dirt pad is starting to go away. We might want to look into burying this pad here next. I've done it in a couple other saves I've started in my free time, but I think it'd be well worth to bury this as well. So burying would cost not that much to do, but add-ons like the drive-over plates would be the most of the cost, and probably another conveyor belt. Actually, it would be a whole revamp of the conveyor belts. So I don't know if we want to do that quite yet, or if I will just go down there and mine some more dirt by hand to put on there and regrade that. But let's go ahead. Let's check our sluice box again. There are some good numbers. We'll leave them in there for now. But we got 9 gold and 4 silicon. Something I'm really starting to like. And 3 diamonds and 7 rubies. Another good number. Now, we haven't checked our coal yet, but I can only imagine there's nothing. We got nothing. That is why we will be shelving, so that we can reach with this excavator down there. We'll start, like I said, and I'm going to put in more detail. We're going to reach down there a little bit more and put in a ramp. We'll be able to dump and get in there. And then I'll take a shelf off and keep working. But I suppose we could keep working on pay dirt for now and just work on expanding this hole. So let's start off with something a bit like that. Alright, we got ourselves pretty much another truckload. We're going to just get one more scoop for it. Nice quality scoop. And just spread that everywhere. Just like that. We'll go ahead and move him there. Shut him off. Get out. Start you up, get in you. And we'll go ahead and we'll load in another full load. We're going to slam up this ramp. Boom. That is definitely not working how I originally had it. So I want to get ourselves some dirt. That's not it. Roll forward a bit more. There we go. So we will go ahead and hit park. it out. And yeah, this pad kind of went to crap. Up here is fine. Well, maybe place 1. But down here it's going to be like 15 or something. So, just check. We got 70 coal now. So that's good. We'll get out our fast pickaxe. And get some dirt. Help shape our ramp. We got 38 dirt. That should do it. And whatever we don't use, we'll just pop in there. We'll wait till our save is done. Now we'll start by shoveling down the slope here. Just to get ourselves a nice floored nature. Pad's starting to come back to life already. And we'll go ahead and take out this tree. Just because I don't like it. And we got more dirt than last time to build this pad. So we're going to build it far out so that's a nice, totally even slope. But good thing we got 28 more to finish that. See, now that's a nice slope to back up. That's something I would trust. Before, that's just sketchy. That's a nice slope to back up. Nice solid concrete pad to grip when we're up here with the parking brake. Dump in. It's gonna automatically pace it out here through all of our stuff. And we're done. That would be it. But it's not that simple, and I'm gonna sell our coal for a nice 17,000. And I'm just gonna look here. I don't even know what I'm looking. I'm just looking. I wonder if I could put a GPS receiver on the excavator. You bet. Well, we got ourselves a GPS receiver now. Don't know exactly what for, but whatever. It's now a nice pull. See, now that's a gradient slope. That's something nice. So if we can make that a little bit softer and like 2 buckets wide, we'll be golden to pull a rock truck up and down. We're gonna have to do 3. But still, we could make ourselves a nice rock truck slope for this thing to drive on. Eventually, we might put the hopper down there. Or some sorts, or leave the hopper there and get a conveyor belt down there that we can fill from down there with an underground rock truck or something. But we still need a slope to get it in there, a tunneler in there so we can tunnel around. So this is just something we gotta do at some point to start a nice mine, and that's something we're doing from the beginning. Our bucket is starting to get pretty dirty, but it is mining after all. Not all buckets stay perfect. This one could be fixed by a pressure washer. Pressure washers aren't that expensive, last I checked. So we're gonna go ahead and look down here. That is starting to become something nice already. And something just like a simple little curl. Nice. I think we'll break out the hand tools to finish this one out. As the excavator's daring to fall in, and it falls in. We'll get it out quickly. But that's definitely not good. Let's definitely go ahead and finish this out with hand tools. Just so that it gets done nicely. Alright, so we got ourselves some sort of a ramp. It ain't nothing special, but it definitely gives us room. And then we'll just finish kind of out a bench here. That oil refinery is starting to get annoying. We might have to move that eventually. But I'm just gonna finish up a couple more little tweaks to make this nice. I like that. It's a little steep, so maybe we can just go a little softening to that such harsh degree. And I don't know if that made it any better. I guess reality will be right here, so won't be that bad to power up and through. Curl around, back up in. Boom. So let's go ahead and I guess move the excavator so that this is even possible. So we'll sneak you on by right here. And that's not what we wanted. So we're just gonna call the helicopter for you. And get your spot up over here, where we can then not turn off the wind turbine, not open up the pause menu, but send our rock truck down a hole and hope it gets out. That sounds about right. Sounds pretty safe too. If you ask me, that's one of the safest options to do, and most reliable. Just send it down a hole just like that. Hope it comes out. Especially when you load it like a dink with an excavator. And who should tell me that we were pretty dang far away? Probably myself. Hello, thank you. It's right about there. That will do it. We just gotta hope we don't go too far. Or like get caught on something down here and drag us into the hole. Because that's nothing good. I guess right now we should be prioritizing getting ourselves a bench to work on so that we can reach coal, which is mainly what I'm after right now. But we got ourselves a nice full load, and I hope that power is out of there, which it does. So we can now dig underground. Well, you can say underground all you want, but that's really not underground. Below the surface. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. Now if I could back up a rock truck. I'll have to look for any parts that would help this. Give it any horsepower upgrades, because this thing's going to need it. That, or we just look into a bigger, better rock truck. How about them apples? What would be something that makes you go faster? A turbo, maybe? Injector? ECU? Let's look at what are some ECU parts. Built ECU, high quality, low quality, no brand, OEM, or used. Let's look at rock trucks. Are those... I said rock trucks. There we go. So we got the 20. We could get the 40. Wait for this, or wait for the 60, which would probably be the best option. 130.8. Whoa, that's a lot of yardage. You're the underground one. You don't hold much, but you can fit underground, so. But I'm more interested in this guy that holds 645. 45. 54. But let's put you back down the hole. Seems to be working, and you never fix what's working, so. Unless, of course, it ain't got no gas in it. So let's go ahead and let's just start building our official bench that we're gonna use, and dump it in there, which we of course missed a little bit. Now we could get track upgrades so it's even faster, but I'm not worried about speed in this thing. I just wish these tracks would stay still. And probably turning them tracks sideways would help. So, let's see, how's our bench? Something just like that with a pull towards us. Alright, we got ourselves yet another full one. And this one's kind of snuck down in the hole further than the last one. So we better hope I got this power. Which we're creeping. And we're crawling. And we're out of the hole. So that one works. And breaks. Thank you. Let's dump yet another load into this wash plant. Something that never gets old. Alright, that is gonna do it for this episode. If you guys haven't already, we gotta check what we got first. We gotta wait for the rest of this to come through. Which, there it comes. Through the trommel, out the sluice box, and over to that storage container. We got ourselves some pretty nice stats towards the ores. But what is the coal gonna give us? Basically nothing. 82 total. Let's go ahead and put this with these guys. 999 gold and silicon. Same over here for diamond and rubies. Now that is going to do it for this episode. If you guys haven't already, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And I'll see y'all in the next episode of Out of Ore.